is one of 27 training centres in the UK. I actually lead the East Midlands and that's why you'll see on this programme it's East Midlands and has been so for the last several years. But that's just yes, we teach on these courses in the UK, but just also is that I'm the lead for the UK for all the centres, and the only centre outside of the UK that actually provides the same course following the same principles that are laid down is this centre. All other centres, everything is modified greatly, and it's not to embarrass anybody, but just because you've done over 500, I'm going to ask you one straight question, and the answer is yes or no. Would you feel happy to teach on an advanced colonoscopy course? Advanced colonoscopy course? No. So there is a guy that I know who recently attended one of the courses I was delivering, and it's large polyps, and he did not get the concept of you're attending a polyp course and principally you look at all polyps the same. You assess them all the same, be them large, be them small. He said these polyps on this course were too big for me. I turned around and said we assess all polyps the same. So we should treat them all with the same respect. Just because they're big, just because they're small, everything is good. And I said, how many colonoscopies have you done? He's done 350. And he comes to this country teaching on an advanced colonoscopy course. This man struggled to get out of the sigmoid, let alone getting in beyond the splenic flexure. So we do have some people who misrepresent their abilities greatly.
All over on Facebook.
But this is, man, this is not just something that's to this country, it's also in the UK. And when you pick somebody up and actually point to them the limits of their abilities, it actually makes them a little bit nervous and can sometimes cause a little bit of antagonism. But my personality doesn't allow for antagonism.
I think that's true because there are a lot of people who profess to be what they are and they are not. And I think that's where one should be, sort of carefully look at what you are doing. And as I said, I will only do a course if I'm really happy that it fulfills all the requirements. Here, alhamdulillah, we have everything. The other thing which Sajda mentioned was that this is one of the best units in the country. I would disagree with that. I think it is the best unit in the country because I've seen units, I've worked in UK, I've seen units in the US, and I've worked here. And if you look at the standard of endoscopy in Pakistan, I've worked in various units in Pakistan as well. And I think this is easily the best. If I have to recommend, somebody asks me them in UK and say, oh, I need an endoscopy, shall I come over? And most of the time tell them, there's no need to come to UK, you can go to Dr. Sajda. Because I have trust in, he's far better than most of my colleagues in UK, so why more than coming up there.
It's very nice of you, thank you so much.
That's how I deserve it.
That's just because he's a friend. If I can add to this, the recognition, I won't use the word fame because that means nothing. Your recognition for your work will get it. You don't have to tell people. It will never be not recognized. If you work with honesty, dedication, it will be recognized. If you want it very early, then you go on and you will put it everywhere, create posters or whatever, but you really don't need to. Let people recognize you for what you were at whatever time they think it's right. It makes no difference, to be honest. Who cares? You guys think if somebody thinks any one of us is good or not good, what difference does it make to me? There's no difference. Or if I think,
Do you know,
the same for us.
some people say I look younger, but I don't know.
We're here to learn. Just one thing that I can tell you. The day you think you don't need to learn, change your profession. Stop doing what you're doing because it's a waste of time. There is a room always there for me to learn. There are people who do better colonoscopy than me. So there must be something else they know. So before I say I know it all, I need to be known as the colonoscopist in the world, and that's not happening as far as I'm concerned. Because the same applies to other endoscopic procedures. I think we in Pakistan, unfortunately, we become experts very, very early. And then we are not only experts, we are global experts with zero recognition. And that's something that should be avoided. Let your work speak. Let people come and recognize you rather than get recognition. What's the point? Okay, let's start.
So talking about recognition, you may not recognise me. I'm the one with the no hair on all the previous videos. Now I've got hair.
Yeah.
I went and paid a lot of money for this.
You
Transplant.
did.
Yeah.
Was it worth it?
No. He missed a bit in the middle. That's the reason why I have it shaved off.
Okay, so the hands on, we want you to come here. Okay. Stand in the first and the